quickly before we jump into the video, I want to let you guys know about something we're doing over on my Twitter, that being a little bit of a giveaway in which I'm partnered up with Elgato Gaming. Partnered up with them a couple of months back, but now we're finally doing our first official giveaway together, in which we're giving away an HD60S capture card, which for those of you guys that are interested in either starting content creation, you're already in it and you want to improve your quality, whatever it may be, Elgato is without a doubt the best quality products for content creation and capturing. So if you guys are looking to get one of the best for absolutely nothing, head over to the link in the description below. There really are no rules, it's just a quick little simple follow the instructions on the tweet itself and you're entered in for that one. So if you guys are interested, once again, that link is down there in the description below if you guys want to check it out. Best of luck to anybody that does decide to enter, but with that said and out of the way, let's jump right into the regularly scheduled content. Yesterday we talked about everything that changed in Call of Duty World War II that was a part of that update that took the Blitzkrieg event offline and then reverted Call of Duty World War II back to its normal state, if you want to put it that way. Where we have Corporal Green as the quartermaster, we no longer have any active collections outside of Operation Overlord. We don't have any featured playlists or anything like that, so it really just brought World War II down to a state of normalcy. Though it did add a few things in, mainly in the way of weapon variants for the daily orders, it prompted my interest to talk today about a few things that you may have never noticed were added into the game or that were updated in some capacity. So today we're going to be taking a look at a handful of things that are secret updates or additions, if you want to call them that, within Call of Duty World War II. And so it's something that you can go for if you guys so choose to, or if you guys don't, it'll be some cool little trivia that you have as to this being actually added in. So without further ado, let's talk about some things that are confirmed, some things that are a little bit updated, and then some things that are added in we've yet to really see unlockable at the moment. So let's start out with that one that we actually just saw added in as of yesterday. And actually, it was a great catch by you guys. I completely missed it, but upon actually going back and seeing it, it was added in with yesterday's update, and that being something of a little bit of the Code Monty uniform packs for the divisions within World War II. It's a customizational outfit and little thing that you can put on your character, but it's something that's not unlocked for anybody at the moment, and seemingly was accompanied by the Roosevelt and Monty calling cards as well. Those actually were completely taken out with a hotfix that went live earlier in the day, but the Monty customization still stands. So this was something that again was added in yesterday, but how can we end up getting it? Because right now everybody's is locked. My guess is it's going to be a part of a secondary code or Call of Duty Endowment DLC pack, like what we saw in the very beginning of the game at the launch, in which you could pay $5 for a little bit of customization options within your character, and then that money and that proceeds ended up going to the endowment, which works to put veterans back into work after their deployment. So it's a nice little thing for a little bit of a charity that Activision has set up for veterans and giving back there. So if the name is any indication at all, that would be my best educated guess. As for time of it, I'm not entirely sure. Tomorrow we see a little bit of a hotfix go live to add in that promotional period of being able to get 500 free COD points. Yes, free on that. That will be available for the next few days as well by just simply signing in, signing up for the newsletter, and then completing 10 multiplayer matches respectively for a little bit of a divvy up of each of those 500 COD points. It might be added in at that point where we can go to the extras and find that being buyable, or it could potentially be an add-on that goes with those that ended up buying it earlier. So if you ended up buying it a few months back, you might have it automatically after a sort of hotfix in the near future. I don't know, but at the very moment, your guess is as good as mine as to it, but it was added in within World War II with this most recent update as of yesterday. Okay, that's cool and all, but let's talk about something you can get right now that is a little bit secret that nobody really ever saw added into the game. It was in the data mined files, yes, but it really wasn't all that much known outside of that because it is hidden from view until you unlock it. That being the brand new Chrome Tiger camo in Call of Duty World War II, and this takes the camo grind to a whole new level. Now, we've seen Dark Matter, that was the introduction of getting everything gold and diamond across the board on every single weapon. We saw that translate over into Black Sky and Infinite Warfare, and then Exclusion Zone and Modern Warfare Remastered, and then we saw Chrome within World War II, but now post-launch, as of a recent update, I can't tell right off the top of my head which one it was, or it might have even been there for quite some time already and just completely hidden from view until this. But with the introduction with Blitzkrieg, we ended up seeing the Gold Leopard and Gold Cheetah camos. With the introduction of those, this added an entire new level of camo tiers. Not just those weapon-specific prestige ones that you get for camos, but now there's a new overarching camo that is Chrome Tiger. So to get this, you have to unlock Chrome for every single weapon, which means getting a diamond on every single weapon that you have available in-game, not including the DLC weapons. Those you can get Chrome for and everything, but they don't actually count or hurt your progress towards Chrome if you don't have the DLC weapons. But you need to get Chrome on all those weapons, then you need to go in and prestige all those weapons up to prestige Prestige 3 and 4 and complete the Gold Leopard and Gold Cheetah camos as well. Once you have Prestige 4 maxed out on every weapon, and then you also end up having Chrome on top of all of that, then you unlock Chrome Tiger. So it is literally the most intensive camo grind that we've ever seen in Call of Duty, and it's added in post-launch as of just recently, it seems like. But I got some gameplay in the background for you guys that are interested in seeing what it looks like. I wish there was a little bit more definition on the tiger pattern itself, but overall I think it looks beautiful, and it's definitely a camo that if I had the patience to grind it out for, I would definitely do it. But that, again, sets the bar even higher for people that love to go for camos every single year, and whether or not Black Ops 4 follows up or not, we have no idea. But for the time being, man, the grind just got that much harder. So definitely keep your eyes open for this one. Maybe you come across it in some lobbies, maybe not. Again, that's a massive grind, but it was something that was slipped completely under the radar. Absolutely no mention of it from Sledgehammer officially in any capacity. Nothing in a patch notes, nothing at all. And it was added in here, unbeknownst to seemingly everybody until just as of recently. The next thing I want to talk about deals a little bit with something that is definitely grind worthy, but didn't have all that much to distinguish you outside of that grind, that being reaching max social score within a World War II. As of recently, again, this was not published in any patch notes, not in any hotfix notes or anything like that from Sledgehammer over on Twitter, Reddit, anywhere on their blog, anything like that. So completely under the radar once again, but a little bit of an adjustment was made to those that are now air quote verified in Call of Duty, because previously all you had was the ribbon with your name next to it. That was really it. You didn't get all that much for spending hours upon hours grinding social score, and especially back when the first people did it, before you ended up getting all these extra social score orders and then the bump in the number, not only because it used to only ever be 25 social score per order and then also 25 social score per commendation as well. So it took forever. So all this grind really didn't give you all that much. Now, I'm not saying that you get a ton now as a result of this shadow update or ghost update, whatever you want to call it like that, but it does give you a little bit more of recognition in the headquarters. Now, underneath your name, you have a lens flare that scrolls back and forth underneath that name, once again giving you a little bit of a distinguishing factor compared to somebody that may be sitting right next to you. So again, it's not all that much in the sense that really is super rewarding, but I think it's nice that they at least gave a little bit extra on top of what was already there. I don't think social score is ever supposed to be that thing that trumped the top loot rewards for either supply drops or max rank in multiplayer. That's something that was just kind of there as like, hey, you're interacting with the community, that's awesome. Here's a little something for your troubles. Now, whether or not that stood up to your expectations, that's for you to determine, but it is nice that after quite some time, we did get a little bit of a shadow or ghost update to this that did give a little bit more to max social rank instead of what we had previously. The final shadow or phantom update that we had for content-wise was actually one on a little bit more of a smaller scale, but something that a lot of people thought was going to be there from the very beginning. That dealing with a little bit of a calling card that you can get from World War II now as of right after the Resistance update and right before the Blitzkrieg update. Around that time is when we had the introduction of the V2 calling card, or actually as it's called, the nuclear calling card. So this is for obtaining a V2 rocket within World War II, and it's something that is of course a small gesture of a token of, hey, good job on this sort of thing, because it does not have a challenge in World War II as previous games have had challenges for nukes, for Moabs, for chem strikes, for other things like that. There was no actual challenge accompanying the streak itself. So all we have is this calling card that was not there at launch, but at some point was added in as a sort of, once again, phantom update for this. Now, the only thing that is kind of a bummer with this is that if you take a look at it, if you end up having a V2 in your history, it doesn't account for that if it was before the update that added this calling card in. The V2 rocket that you obtained to get that had to have been after the update went live and the calling card was already present. So in my case, I don't necessarily go for V2s all that much. I had probably 4 or 5 before that update, but then since then, I haven't really tried for a V2 rocket. So therefore, in my case, I don't have it unlocked. But for those of you guys that do end up going for them, this is now available for you to earn as well. So again, smaller, but a nice little thing that was never acknowledged as being added in from Sledgehammer in any official capacity. Once again, that being either in patch notes, over on a hotfix in Reddit, anything on their blog, nothing like that. And so that's gonna round out the things that I wanna let you guys know about here at this today. Again, 4 things in particular of updates and content additions that were never once mentioned by Sledgehammer, but are there for you guys to check out. Again, again, some of these may be secret to you, some of these maybe you've come across once or twice, or some maybe a new completely about. But that said, that's where we're gonna wrap it up, and hopefully you found this enjoyable. Hopefully you guys liked what you saw. Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. Of these four, which is your favorite? Which is, do you think, the most worthy of attempting to go for? Is there anything in particular you want to go for out of these? Whatever it may be, feel free to let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, hopefully you found this insightful, and if you guys did, make sure you drop a like down below. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding Call of Duty World War II. Anything in particular regarding updates, news, information, best class setups, tips, tricks, and cool little secret stuff like this, we got you covered here up on the channel. Of course, Black Ops 4, we're going to be debuting next week, so we have a lot of stuff coming on the horizon. If you guys are interested in any of that, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing. And if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, that's the best place to get connected with me outside of YouTube. Practically live on Twitter, so if you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, link is down there in the description below. And finally, if you guys want to follow me over on Instagram as well, trying to get more active over there too, so that link is also in the description below. But all that said and out of the way, hope you guys had a fantastic day. Thank you all so much for watching. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care, and peace.